in recovery mode. I know. My Mariners, man, oh my goodness, man, they straight up shredded me last night with that game. But tomorrow's another one, so just breathe on that and let's get down to business. Welcome back to Eddie B TV. I am, of course, Eddie B. Nice to see y'all. And we are back at you again today for another reaction video. And on this Women's Wednesday that we're getting back into today of stand-up comedy, we're going to get into another one from Sarah Millican today. All right. Well, she has become a favorite of mine in the last several clips of her that I've watched. I like her. I like the subject matter that she brings up. I like her presence on stage, man. I just overall like what she has to say. There's different sort of personalities that I link with. Not all of them, but I don't judge. I just live and let live. And then hopefully I can find some things that actually, trigger something up here, makes me feel some kind of way, I mean? Could be good, could be bad, it don't matter, as long as I got something to say after the fact. But yeah, we're gonna get into another one from Sarah today. And this one's gonna be titled Women's Magazines. Okay, yeah, I picked this one for a reason. I don't know what she's gonna say, but the title just seemed like she's gonna go in on something, from her own personal point of view or experiences or whatever, and it just might be something, or she just might be making fun of women's magazines as a whole. I don't know, but we're gonna figure it out, and hopefully we're gonna have some fun. So let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, Sarah Millican with Women's Magazines. And if you like this reaction, please boom on the like button for me one time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple jabs, jokes, zingers at your boy. Friendly dialogue, no drama here. All right? No, we don't need any of that shit. So yeah, man. Had to do some juggling with work, got some shifts switched and all that, so I can be sure that I'm gonna be able to watch some games, man, because I cannot go without watching games. I went without watching the second game that we ended up winning against Toronto to make it to Houston, but yeah, I gotta see these, man. I don't care what it takes. I'm gonna be in front of that telly watching our boys win the next game, hopefully. But yeah, man, enough about baseball. We got something to get to right here. Let's do it. Sarah Millican with Women's Magazines right here on Eddie B TV. Women's Wednesday, a stand-up. Let's get back to the laughs with the ladies, shall we? Ooh, I'm ready. I am so ready right now. And let's get situated with this one here, and here we go.
I stopped buying women's magazines. About 6 months ago, I stopped buying women's magazines because it feels like there's nothing in there for me. I might as well be buying a magazine about yachts. There's just nothing in there for me. Why would I buy anything where the only time I ever see anybody who looks a bit like me is underneath the word before?
Okay, I got that. It took me a second. Oh, that's cool.
But women's magazines always maintain that they're about improving women's lives, and it's bullshit, because they never tell you just to see your friends more often or to read more books. It's always the physical things that we're supposed to do to ourselves, and the list of those things is quite ridiculous. You can have your eyebrows waxed, your eyelashes tinted, your skin darkened, your teeth lightened, manicures, pedicures, cleansed, toned and moisturised. I'm 38, I've cleansed, I've moisturised. I've no idea what toning actually is. Does anybody give us a woo if you do? A few of you. Does anybody shout out what it is? No.
So
I'll woo, but I'm not explaining it to her.
Oh, exactly.
Like makeup, I like wearing makeup, I like wearing it on stage, I like wearing it if I go out somewhere nice, but I don't think I need to wear it all the time, and I don't think I look weird if I don't have any on. I still don't really understand why I paint over naturally rosy cheeks to then apply rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
Like hair removal is a whole subject all in its own, isn't it? There's so many different ways, especially as women, that we can remove our hair. You can wax, you can shave, you can pluck, you can epilate. My sister had laser treatment, which is supposed to be permanent. She had it to her underarms. It was quite painful and quite expensive. And after 2 months, the whole lot just grew back in. Which is terrible, but does go some way to explaining why James Bond was always so nonchalant when a laser was aimed at his cock and balls. Come back in a couple of months, man, I'll be champion.
That's funny.
I realise I've made James Bond a Geordie. Maybe that's the future.
A Geordie? What's a Geordie? Let me know.
Oh, cheers for a James Bond. That's Geordie. How nice. But according to women's magazines, there are only 2 options for hair down there for women. One of my friends said to me recently, she said, you know why women are supposed to have hair down there, don't you? And I said, is it like your nose, so you don't get muck up it?
I hope not. No.
And she said, no.
Okay.
She said women are supposed to have hair down there so that nature knows where your reproductive bits are. I said, why does nature need to know? Surely as long as me fella's got a rough idea. Why do all the deers and the rabbits need to know? Well, maybe the rabbits.
The rabbits. What does that mean?
Actually,
Someone
as an
school me.
aside, I should tell you this. I did recently treat myself to a new and I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's only got the 1 speed, which I think a lot of people in this room would be like, 1 speed? That sounds rubbish. You know what the speed is? Fucking hell yes, that's the speed. Any vibrator that needs a square battery is already fine by me.
Oh, really? I think I might have seen some of this bit.
But the problem, if you can call it that, the problem with it being so fast and efficient is that I can't always get a scenario going in my head. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You know what I fucking mean. Because normally, I'd be like this. Not out loud, I don't do it out loud.
I hope not.
I'm just doing it for you. But normally I'd be like this. He walks in the room. He's wearing a suit. I like him to have a job. There's nothing wrong with that. But with the new one, it's much more like this. There's a knock at the done.
Oh, just like that, huh? Oh, man.
Tell you what it is, what it actually is an electric toothbrush with a special end.
Oh, hell no.
Just feel the need to share it with you. The information, I didn't bring it with us.
Oh.
Just work it along the aisles, girls. But even though it's a toothbrush, I daren't use it as a toothbrush because I'm nervous in case I get the ends mixed up. And accidentally take all the plaque off me nunny.
I hope they no plaque down there.
But according to women's magazines, there are only 2 options for hair down there. For women, the options are all off or most off. Give us a cheer if you think all off is the way to go. Is that a fella in the middle of that there?
Oh, wow.
It's not technically aimed at you, love. I suppose it is good to know we've got a paedophile in. That's what it means. That's what it means. Give us a cheer if you think most off is the way to go. Still quite a lot of you left, isn't there? Can only assume that the rest of you are like me. I just try to keep it in me pants.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Even if sometimes that involves tucking it in.
Oh.
But surely the most ridiculous of all of the things we are supposed to do to ourselves is anal bleaching. Now, some of you might not know what that is. If you don't know what it is, it's exactly as it sounds. Some people, and I don't know why, I can't answer that question for you, some people choose to have their arseholes bleached. As far as I'm concerned, regardless of your gender, regardless of your sexuality, if somebody is so close to your arsehole that they can see the colour of it, they're not going to stop.
I saw this last part right here.
This is never going to happen. Smack! Smack! Oh, sorry, love, I don't do that colour.
That's true. That's true. Oh, she's funny.
It's warm now, isn't it? Hello.
Oh, that's the end of it. Okay. Yeah, I think they might have tricked me a little bit on the clips on this one. You know, I heard some familiar stuff that I had heard a little bit before, but the beginning parts were fairly new. I guess half in, half out. I guess, yeah, whatever. Don't matter. Still funny. All right, y'all. That was Sarah Millican with Women's Magazines. Well, I mean, I like what she had to say in the beginning of the clip, because I don't know what it is. It's like I'm also kind of like understanding and not understanding at the same time. If you're reading a magazine to help you improve your life, I'm sure it shouldn't be all just, you know, physical stuff, you know what I mean, cosmetic issues. You know, one thing, you know, I don't know if it's something trippy going on in my own head or not, but I've never understood makeup myself, you know, and I know that there's like ways that people describe all of this, and I'm not too hip to it, but I'd rather you not cover up how your face really looks. I mean, that's just me. I mean, like, because one, I don't like the way some makeup smears. I don't like lipstick marks. I don't like, you know, all of that extra stuff. It's just unnecessary. Because whenever I see that, you know, a lot of women will say, well, I did this because I wanted to, you know, look good. I'm like, it doesn't make you look good. Not to me anyway. I don't like a decoration on something that's natural. That's just myself. I mean, and of course, people will say like, well, you're a dude. You don't have to. Like, yeah, I don't have to do that. And neither do you. You know, that's all I'm going to say about that. Women are going to do what they want to do, and that's fine. You know, it's your body, your face. Do whatever you want with it. But understand who you might be attracting. Because let me just be honest with you. If there's dudes out there that you're putting this makeup on for to look good for them, and they're actually needing this, you know what I mean, to stomach looking at you, I think that that's part of the problem, wouldn't you say? But, you know, that's just me. But I like what she said in the beginning, though. She was goofy as hell about it. She don't read them because every time someone looks like her, they see a before shot leading to like the skinny broad, you know? But like I've always said before, I don't see, you know, beauty as superficial. I don't see it that way. Just for myself. I can't speak for every dude on this, you know, but I can just speak for myself. Being a big woman or a big man or whatever has nothing to do with being attractive to me. It just means that, are you healthy or are you unhealthy? I mean, there's some people, like I said before, that are just naturally big. You know, if they were to get smaller, it probably wouldn't feel or look good on them or be healthy for them. So, I mean, you just really got to pick out what's real and what's not. But nah, man, I don't really read magazines that much, you know, that try to, you know, poke fun at you. You know, I don't mess with that. I mean, I've always been a slender dude, but I've never had really the giant biceps or the six pack or whatever. But I just do me. And, you know, I ate food, you know what I mean? I was always active, and I just looked like I was a skinny dude, but I was never no muscle-bound looking dude. And if there was a magazine out there trying to convince me that, you know, I should do this or I'm not going to be appealing, well, then I don't want to appeal to those kind of chicks then. Very simple decision, you know. A lot of things for me were very, very simple, and some things weren't, but you know what? Even still, that stuff sorted itself out over time. But, yeah, man, I like what she did say, too. It's like, if you're going to read that stuff, it doesn't say, you know, spend more time with your friends and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's true. You'd figure something would teach you how to do something to link you with others instead of just linking you with, you know, shallow people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like shallow people. I don't like people that focus on stuff that's not relevant in the long term. You know, the long term is the stuff that people need to focus on. If you're constantly so caught up in the short term, that means that you really have no intention on a future with anyone or yourself for that matter. But you know, the second part of this stuff, I think I did see that before on another reaction. It's like weird how they jumble up these videos sometimes on some of these channels, but you know, I just saw women's magazines and I wanted to chime in on that issue specifically. So the rest of it was obviously funny, but I do remember seeing some of the things and hearing some of the things she said, so I won't talk about that one. But overall, you know, just know who you are, be who you are, and don't be surprised if you miss out on certain things because of who you are. and what you are and what you do with your time in your life. I mean, a lot of people always try to hide behind being fat, you know what I mean? Because they just feel like, well, you know, I don't want to be like that. Nah, you just don't want to work at it. And I know what that feels like because there's things I don't want to work at too, you know? So I got to own up to that and don't just hide behind it. Like, if you want to be a big person, be fat, whatever. But I'm not really one of these people that say fat is beautiful or big BBW or whatever these things are that people say. I don't go by that. What I go by is, are you handling business? Are you healthy? Are you responsible? You know, because those type of words are more appealing to me other than just, ooh, are you sexy? Are you hot? Do you got all this? Do you got all that? I mean, obviously, in some ways that might be aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but it's not really, you know, it's not really pivotal to the long-term appeal and interest of one that you might be into and others that you might be into. Yeah, if I'm even saying that right. But yeah, very funny clip from Sarah. Stuttering again. Very funny clip from Sarah Millican, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off right there. One more time. Sarah Millican with Women's Magazines. And if you like that reaction, please boom on the like button for me. One more time. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and of course, as always, leave a nice comment for your boy. Constructive critiques, leave a nice suggestion or request, and throw a couple jabs, jokes, zingers at me. Friendly dialogue, no drama here, all right? Here to have fun, and that's how it's gonna stay. Otherwise, you kick rocks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but don't kick them at me, because that might hurt. All right, this is gonna be Eddie B TV, wrapping this one up one more again. Another great clip from Sarah Millican. I wish I would have got a little bit more of an all-new one, you know, because like the way the videos are put together and all that stuff. But yeah, keep the suggestions coming. I'm trying to just pick some things out. I know I've been missing out on a lot of shout outs doing that lately, but I guess I've just been like really just going for it. Sometimes it can be a little strenuous during editing to put some things down, but that's no excuse. I'll manage to throw some things in there at another time and just, you know, let you guys know that I'm thinking about you and all your suggestions and requests. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in one more time to this one, man. I had a lot of fun getting to another Sarah Millican. Glad I'm keeping the whole Women's Wednesday stand-up thing going. Keep all the suggestions coming, not just for Sarah Millican, but for any woman comedian that you want to see a clip from. I'm trying to branch out as much as possible. I just got into another newbie not too long ago. Who was it? Brittany Schmidt. Yeah, that was hella funny. And I plan on getting to another one from her at some point in the near future. And we can continue to have fun with this as long as it keeps on being fun, you know, because that's what I'm all about, fun. So until next reaction, love and appreciate y'all. Peace.